This evening, our guest will be Fleetwood, the author of his newest book here, Blood Test, also the author of his first book, Hip Hop Tried to Kill Me. Two riveting novels, both available at Marcus Books. And please welcome Fleetwood.
First of all, I just want to say thank you very much. I know time is very precious in this day and time. I just really appreciate each and every one of you taking the time out of your busy schedule to come and spend a little time with me and experience what black literature is about. This is not a bookstore. This is a livelihood. This is an experience. The essence of it, the books, the charisma of it, the hospitality that you will receive while you're in here. This is what black families in our history was based upon. This is the trunk of a lot of branches that you see throughout the world. It all started with a very powerful family that started this store. So I'm very proud and honored to be even standing here. And just a little bit about myself. I'm a West Coast country boy. My mother's from North Carolina. My father was from out here. And I was like a divorce tour back and forth my whole life. And I used to look out a lot of windows, a lot of airplane windows, and I used to walk through a lot of airports with the stewardess holding my hand. And that's why I think I got a lot of the fairy tales as a young man, you know, by myself. My mother was a hard-working Christian black country woman, so I spent a lot of my time by myself, but she always had bookshelves of books. And that's what used to take me away like Calgon. I wanted people to remember who I was. So I had owned a record label. So I said, why not own a publishing company? Find out who was successful that didn't cut. That's what I did. I started studying publishing companies and what it would take to be a publisher. Then I had to learn how to write because I was in a perspective of just writing. And so it's a thing called the SBA, Small Business Association. They have free seminars on all different types of business aspects, and they post them on Craigslist and on the internet. So I was going through this, one said how to produce a book. But then I still really didn't know how to write, so I met this guy named Kevin Weston from Youth Outlook. He's the editor of Youth Magazine. And Kevin really taught me how to write, and that's what I came to share with y'all today. Opinions is like a booger. We all got a few, so I'm just sharing mine with you. I'm not saying the way I write is the best way. I just can tell you what my formula is. Later on, you might get a chance to thumb through the paperwork I gave you, but in the paperwork I gave you my formula. Okay. The 3 Ds is how I write: description, detail, and dialogue. The room had a warm feeling. The walls were purple. The essence of my African soldiers and soldierettes could be felt in the room. The chairs were lined up, multicolored. It was women with afros, women with curls, brothers with sweaters, brothers with hats, brothers with toboggans. He stood there talking about his book and who he was. What's up? My name is Fleetwood, said Fleetwood. This pretends my So how you doing, Mr. Fleetwood? The guy said, I'm doing all right. I just came to do my business seminar. Oh, okay. The guy responded. So right there, I kind of try to explain to you what the 3 Ds were. Description. I described the room, and I put the detail in it. Then I put the dialogue, which is the people talking. So them the 3 Ds right there. And if you peep out when you start reading different authors, even the newspaper, even whatever you read, you're going to see them 3 Ds. And once I learned that, that's when I became, the formula was over. It wasn't nothing to put out a book. And the other main thing was the timeline. The easiest book you can ever write, in my opinion, is the book about your life. The autobiographical book of your life. All you do is go back far back as you can remember, from 5 to 7, that's chapter 1. You put bullet points. We moved to North Carolina. My mama got a job at the post office. I scraped my knee, got a scar on my knee on the swings. Last for life. I started at Bridgeville Middle School. I met Little Lisa, my first girlfriend. So you take them 5 bullet points, and that's where you start writing your 3 Ds from. That's where you just start writing. You know, you describe. You know, you describe. You know, each of your life. So you do that all the way down up until, you know, from 5 to 7, all the way to current day and time. So that's my formula right there. The timeline, and then the 3 Ds. So, and then the next thing I want to share with y'all is, I don't have no money. I don't sell drugs no more. I quit selling drugs in '93. I'm not going to go back in one case. But if you're a hustler, it's ways to get anything you want done. It's somebody going to college for everything you need done. Somebody has to be a part of a project to graduate. Somebody did this right here for me. Because somebody's going to school for graphics. And they need to be a part of they need to take a project to their instructor and say, I did this right here, and this is what this man's doing. I did this, sir. I need to turn this in. So what I'm saying is people go to school for journalism. If people go to school for graphic design. If people go to school for marketing. If people go to school for promotion. Everything that you need done to get your project done is people going to school for. Just find somebody 75% into their schooling. So they you know, pretty much already know what they're doing. And then you have to establish your company, because if you establish your company, you can give them credit for what they're doing. My book, Hip Hop Tried to Kill Me, was in the Source magazine. I was on the cover of this date book right here. I went on a chitlin tour from Howard University all the way to Grambling. I was in all kinds of radio and TV stations. So now, anybody who's a part of this book, forever can put that in their portfolio. So you doing them a favor, and you doing yourself a favor is what I'm saying. So don't let that intimidate you that you don't know how to do everything. I don't know. I still write overrun sentences. I'm not good at, I couldn't put in the commas there and the action. But that's not, don't worry about that. If you know how to come up with a story, that's the gift God gave you. Let somebody else do what God gave them the gift to do. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm trying not to talk too fast. I talk fast.
We got you.
Okay, but the next thing I want to speak upon is ebooks. That's the new crave. That's the reason Marcus Bookstore is going to last forever, because you go in Borders, it smells like the hospital or the courtroom. The walls bland. There's no experience in Borders. It's funny music playing. You know what I mean? There's no experience. So don't nobody, I mean, they don't really want to, when you come here, you feel like you're going to your auntie or your cousin and get a book. You feel me? But Borders is closing because ebooks is taking over. So an ebook is an electronic book. You might see a lot of people walking around and they have a little pad, they looking down, walking down the street, they reading a book. It's a little thin thing called iPad. You can download it to your computers, your iPad. And ebooks are very inexpensive to put out. You don't need you don't print up nothing. All you do is get your manuscript ready, find you somebody that write for a black newspaper or somebody going to school for journalism, have them edit your manuscript. I let about my partner back there, Big Hard. What's up, Hard?
What's up, brother?
He's one of my editors. I let about 4 or 5 people read my manuscript even before I think about taking it. I let people who love to read it and say, man, let me know if this keeps you on the edge of your chair. Don't worry about the spelling. Just let me know if it flows. Let me know when it drop off. So that's one suggestion I give to you. When you get your manuscript, give it to people who love to read, but you know ain't gonna steal your story. Okay, so once you get your manuscript ready, then all you need is a cover. You don't even need a back. This is the front. This is a back. I'm gonna get into that in 1 minute. But all you need is a front for an ebook, a front cover, and your manuscript. And you go to, there's quite a few different ebook websites. One of them is smashword.com. That's the one I use. And all you do is download your manuscript, download your cover, set up your PayPal account, and your book is all in cyberspace. Then all you gotta do is, promote and market it. Go on every free radio station, start your TV show on public access, get you a t-shirt, put your cover of your book on your t-shirt, every social network you got. If you go to my Facebook tag or whatever, this is my profile picture. Why should I have this? when I'm trying to sell books. Make your cover your social networks and put it up. As soon as you get the title of your book, get this made first and start promoting a year before it even come out. Start developing your fans. But that's why I pass this around. Always have a way to contact the people who's interested in you. You know what I'm saying? And cyberspace, you don't need a bunch of flyers. You can make a flyer and just hit a button and go to thousands of people. So if you're on Facebook or if you're on Tag or Mocha or MySpace, whatever you're on, and you're writing a book, that should be your profile picture. Coming soon up under it or whatever. So they get used to seeing it and then they start asking questions. A lot of them be like, who was that girl? I said, oh, that's a model, you know, this is my book cover, though, sister. You know, so you want them to ask questions. Once they start asking questions, then you know you're working. Then you know, you know what I mean? So, back to ebooks. All you do is download your manuscript, then you download your cover. It's gonna pop up when they go to the site, smashword.com, they type in your name, Miss Ann, then your book gonna come up, The Adventures of Miss Ann. The cover, then it's gonna be like a paragraph, a sample of it. They read it, if they like it, they're gonna say, doo -doo. Swipe their credit card, the money goes straight to your bank account. Doop! It's gonna pop up on your phone. Something has been deposited into your bank account. So all you gotta do is walk around and promote your, and that's for the rest, and if you own your own, if you self-publish, then that's for the rest of your life. That's yours. Just like this right here is mine. If Hollywood called me right now, I said, man, I'm gonna be there in 3.2 seconds. Let's negotiate. They offered me $8,500 for Hip Hop Tried to Kill Me. I wouldn't take it, because that would have been the end of my book. When you get a publishing deal, they offer you an upfront check, right? Because 9 times out of 10, that's the last time you don't ever see it, see any money. If they offer you some money, you got to probably be a celebrity or have some kind of hot gossip topic or something for them to even offer you some money. And then, if it don't sell in 3 months, they're going to take it off the shelf. They ain't finna keep pushing that book. Then you can't even take the title and put it on a t-shirt and sell it. If Hollywood call and want to turn the book into a movie, they're going to talk to them. They don't talk to the author. And most of the time, one second. Most of the time, they change the title or the cover. Yes, sir.
I was just going to say, often Hollywood buys your title and uses it for one of their movies. It's got nothing to do with the content of your book. It's just the title that they buy and trademark or copyright.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Most
It messed the story up completely.
Most definitely. I mean, it's their story. Once you turn in your manuscript, it's theirs. And ain't and you got to remember this. They got more money than you. You sending in your manuscript, your idea, they can do what they want to with it. A black woman wrote The Matrix. It took almost 15 years to get paid for that. She wrote The Matrix and was starving, fighting them people. But she finally got paid for it. Yes, sir.
You know J.K. Rowling, who wrote the Harry Potter novels?
Yes, sir.
She was living out of her car when it was first published.
See, I mean, that's the difference.
That was super successful.
And see, that's the difference of owning your own, self-published and being published. And right quick, because I want to get to y'all questions, there's one more thing I want to talk to y'all about. It's called front matter and back matter. Front matter is the stuff that comes before your story. See this? If you look in the book, it's always going to be a few pages, you know, that come before your story. It's no set standard how your front matter can be. You can look at any book and see all of them are different. You establish that on your own, but you got to have a legal page in there with your copyright and your ISBN number. Right here. You got to have with your copyright and the ISBN number. And then in the back, you have what's called the back matter, what comes after your story. It can be an epilogue, it could be a note from the author, it could be I always put what's coming next. Because I'm an advertiser. I'm going to, feel me, I'm pushing. Coming next, Daddy Was a Mobster. That's my next book coming out. I already turned that one in. Then, you know what I'm saying, I got to have a light-skinned picture of me in there somewhere. The light-skinned side of me in there, you feel me? Yeah. So, that's what back matter is. And right quick, I forgot one thing. ISBN and barcode. That's this right here.